Is Darth Maul really getting his own animated series? Is the Acolyte show facing production issues? And what does Bill Burr have to say about The Mandalorian Season 3? We've got a lot of things to get through, so let's get started. In a recent interview with Screenrant, Bill Burr was given the opportunity to share his thoughts about the upcoming Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Bill Burr is of course the actor that played Mayfield, who has had a recurring role in the series since Mandalorian Season 1. Playing the former Imperial soldier turned criminal and later ally of Mando, Mayfield has had a very interesting character progression and has undoubtedly become one of the favorites in the show. And so when asked during the interview about the possibility about his return to the series, he gave a rather surprising answer. Most actors would outright deny the possibility to keep it a secret, just like how Sasha Banks did it. Feign ignorance, or if permitted, confirm the possibility. But in the case of Bill Burr, he didn't offer a confirmation or denial about the possibility. Instead, he actually points out that he's contractually obligated not to say anything other than the fact that he loves the show and that he hopes it continues. Disney and Lucasfilm have, as usual, been incredibly tight-lipped about the situation, making sure that there are as few leaks as possible, and so the fact that Burr is unable to even comment on the subject matter would suggest an equal possibility of a return or nothing at all. But given how popular the actor is and how well received his character is by fans, I think we can expect a return in some shape or form, potentially even a return in the upcoming book of Boba Fett. We've also heard some rumored trouble with the Acolyte show. While we do have a whole host of Disney Plus shows coming up between now and 2023, the Acolyte, which doesn't have an official launch date, is predicted to come out somewhere in 2023. Reports initially suggested that the Acolyte show would begin filming in February of 2020. However, a new report now suggests that that might have been pushed back. Instead, the show is now rumored to only begin production in the early summer of 2022. The report also suggests that the working title for the series is Paradox, and it will feature a woman of color in her late teens to early 20s as the main character. The main character is currently codenamed as Aura. The delay in production may not be due to the creative process, but rather due to scheduling issues. It is highly likely that the script has already been written and casting is likely underway. What is most likely is that the cause for the delay is scheduling. As Mando Season 3 is slated to come out in 2022 and Ahsoka to begin filming around the same time, resources may be stretched a little thin if the Acolyte is thrown into the mix. Not to mention, the schedule has to take into account of Rogue Squadron and Lando, which might begin filming around the same time period. Another reason for the delay might be the fact that the Acolyte has been arranged to be filmed in London instead of LA. Just like Andor, the show is set to be filmed in the UK, and so the delay just may be due to a struggle in finding the room whereby filming for both shows will not overlap, as it is also rumored that the Andor show will be getting multiple seasons. So while the show's production has been delayed, it might not be that big of an issue after all. Multiple sources have reported that Darth Maul will be getting his own animated show. It is rumored to focus and fill in some of the Crimson Dawn and Darth Maul gaps. According to several sources, Star Wars voice actors D. Bradley Baker, Matt Lanter, and Sam Witwer are reported to be recording something interesting. It is not confirmed as to what they are recording, but several other independent sources have reported that Darth Maul will be the focus of a new animated series. So if you put the two and two together, then this just might actually come true. One source in particular reports that the show will focus on a time period before Solo: A Star Wars Story, and it's even rumored that Paul Bettany will return to voice Dryden Voss. And there is certainly something big to explore here. Given that there is a big mystery time period between the end of the Clone Wars and the start of Solo, we aren't really sure what Maul was doing during this time. Not to mention, even after Solo and before Rebels, we don't really know how Maul ends up as this broken old man that Ezra meets. And the involvement of Crimson Dawn isn't that far-fetched given that in the comic world, Lucasfilm has been very busy fleshing out the organization's activities under Kira during the Galactic Civil War, so there is plenty of potential here. Not to mention, there has been speculation that the mysterious criminal organization that we see in the book of Boba Fett is related to the Crimson Dawn. So an animated show featuring Maul and this organization could really help flesh things out. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.